Daffodils are such a beautiful spring flower, and I am at the epicenter of daffodils at Mitsch Daffodils with Elise. And Elise, your family has been in production of daffodils for many years. Beautiful fields here.
Well, it has been a long, long time. My father put his 50th catalog out in 1977, and then we've been doing it ever since. And it's just really an interesting kind of thing. Many, many different types.
You know, and if we can just talk about narcissus and daffodils is actually the same thing, just two different names.
Right. Narcissus is a botanical name, and daffodil is the English name. There are many different types of narcissus or daffodils. There's the jonquils, which a lot of people really enjoy. They have a little bit of fragrance, multi-headed. There's tazetas, which is what the paper whites are. They're very fragrant, and, as well as a number of others.
You know, I'm enjoying mine in my front yard, and they're just so pretty right now. And they're really a low-care bulb, really easy flowers.
They are. They take very, very little care. You have to be rather careful not to fertilize them too much. They're very light feeders. They don't like heavy nitrogen. They also need to have reasonable drainage. If you have a slight slope, that's really an ideal spot for them. They don't like, but the main thing they don't like is water in the summer when they're dormant.
Yeah, and then the aftercare, when they're starting to die down, we just let them go, right? Don't braid them, don't push them down, don't cut the foliage.
Exactly. That's much, much better not to do that, because you put all the food back into the bulb for the following year to make a good flower, because that's where that flower is being produced for the next year.
Can we go into the other part of the garden and we can go see some of the special varieties?
Certainly.
Oh, great. Elise, you know what we forgot to mention, one great thing about daffodils is about deer.
Right. Daffodils are toxic, and so deer typically are not going to eat them. And it's just wonderful because there are so plentiful in this area.
They are, and you know, we were talking about that you can really have a long bloom time with daffodils.
Right. We can go clear from the very, very early ones, the cyclamidious types like this that bloom. Oh goodness, they can bloom as early as very late February.
Wow.
And then you go on into the yellow trumpets, then you go on into the red-orange cups, and then you get into the pinks, like this one, Rose Lake, is one that's particularly nice and has getting a fairly true color of pink now. Then you get into the later ones, like the jonquil hybrids and triandrous hybrids that bloom relatively late. So this year we've been able to get quite a few of them at the same time.
It's such a beautiful location out here in the country, and what's great is if you're going out to the Tulip Festival at Wooden Shoe Bulb Company, you can come to Mitsch Daffodils. It's really right around the corner. Right.
We're just over on Sconce Road, and so it is a convenient location.
And for more information, go to your website?
That's correct. It's www.mitchdaffodils.com.
So if you think that only daffodils come in white or gold color, you know, you would be so surprised. You have to go to the website and see all the beautiful daffodils that they offer. Well, thank you so much for the wonderful tour.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. I've enjoyed it thoroughly.